album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter.
Yeah.
And to all my peoples in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby.
Shake it.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, Rap Attack Mr.
Hey there, welcome to the locker room. Coach Arias here. Today's message is call an audible. Call an audible. In sports, in football, once in a while you'll see the quarterback come up to the line of scrimmage and he looks like he's saying some things to change the play, and then people start running all over, or maybe they run something completely different than what was the original play call. The reason why is that when he gets up to the line of scrimmage, he sees the way the defense is aligned, and he doesn't like what he sees. If he does run that play, his instinct tells him that it may not end up too well. So sometimes in life, we have to get to the line of scrimmage, look around, know that you don't like what you see, and call an audible. But I think the key to calling an audible, when you see a player do this and it ends up successful, some people think, man, wow, that's awesome. So much has happened before they called that audible, and I want to zone in on that stuff, because some people use an audible as an excuse to just not do the work and just change the game plan, and then they just say, well, my instinct told me to call an audible. Audible, you can only call the audible after you have done your due diligence. You have to do some research. They had to watch some film. They had to study the other folks, the other team that they were playing. They had to know all the things that they were getting ready to do in order to call an audible. There's a lot of preparation in order to call an audible. You don't just call an audible without preparing. So the due diligence has to be there in order for you to see in life what's different, what's wrong, and then call a different play call. But if you don't have that experience, or you don't have that time, you haven't done the due diligence enough, every once in a while the coach will call the play from the sidelines, and then the coach can call that audible for you. So get a mentor that can scream some audibles to you. Call people if you're in the heat of moment. Really, in life, sometimes there ain't a 30-second shot clock. Sometimes there is, sometimes there not. But if you're given time, instead of making a mistake, instead of throwing an interception, call an audible. But first call time out in life and call a mentor. Call on somebody that might be able to give you the right play, that has already done their due diligence. They've already gone through this experience, so we can change that play up. And then, for example, you go to a bar and it's getting late and the crowd don't look great and it looks like some things are starting to align. You've seen this play before. In your gut it tells you it's time to go. This is when it's time to get up, go, pack your bags, and roll before something bad happens. That's an audible. I wasn't supposed to leave until 2, but it's 1, and I don't like what I feel. Call an audible and get up out of there. So make sure in life you don't stick with the game plan that you think was supposed to be the plan for the day, for the moment, for the month, or for the year. If you get up there and it's a bad instinct and you've done your due diligence, it's time to call an audible. So gang, thanks for joining me this week. Follow some of these tips. We'll be on our way to living our very best life. Thanks for joining me this week in the locker room. Looking forward to seeing you next week.